There we go. Good evening, everybody. It is Monday night here at the BTA Network, and since it is Monday, it's time for Monday Mayhem. Now, before we go on, let me explain a few things that happened. Friday, we had to postpone the show because Mike was facing severe weather. And of course, I had severe weather Saturday night.
Yep. Luckily, it wasn't too terribly bad as it was initially predicted. But the thing about the weather is it's unpredictable, so we can't really fault that.
Right, exactly. It was. I mean, we don't do a Saturday show, but let's put it this way. The whole state of Alabama Saturday was under a moderate risk, and there were parts of the state that were under a high risk. Now, of course, not everyone saw a tornado, but where there were tornadoes, there was some damage, and unfortunately, 3 people in Alabama were killed. So,
Yeah, it's like roughly the death center of Alabama was at a level 5 risk.
mm-hmm.
And Birmingham, where Shirley is,
Back in a minute.
No,
was
I'm
at
in
a level
Montgomery. I'm in
4.
Montgomery, actually.
Well, Montgomery.
Yeah.
But still within that 50 miles from the level 5 risk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was very close to that level 5, so
Yeah.
just needless to say, my nerves were up.
Right.
Yeah,
Mine
my nerves.
Mine would have been shot to hell.
Yeah, my nerves were up big time. They haven't been this far up in ages. So, but thankfully, all I had was a severe thunderstorm warning, heavy rain, strong winds, ended up with a few pine cones around the yard and the driveway, but that's it. Did not lose power, did not suffer damage. But I'm not going to take away from the what happened in the other parts of the state that did suffer some serious damage. And I'm going to do a Supernova Rant Rocket a little later because there are some idiots out there who are saying, we didn't see a tornado, you blew the forecast. And it's like, oh my God. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a few minutes. Anyway, I'm your host for tonight. I am Oddblog Stream. I'm currently joined on the line by 2 of my crazy cohorts. First, below me is our resident joker, Mike. Hello, Mike.
Hello, everyone. How's it going? Happy Monday.
And stepping away, she'll be back, I'm not worried, is our tiny sis, Janet. So she'll be back. Don't worry about that. And we also have Craig and Sanjo in the chat. Hey, guys.
Yep. Hello, Craig. Hello, Sandra.
Yup. And you'll have to excuse me for being really, really tired.
So, at least for this week, I think when Tuesday night, Wednesday, some of us in Iowa could see snow, but it's more gonna be like northwest.
Yeah.
We could tell between a trace to 1.
Mm-hmm.
But north could see be a little bit more and have blizzard-like conditions.
I believe it. I absolutely believe it. Sanju said the weather is unpredictable and it's crazy. Yeah, you're right, but there are some absolute idiots out there who are saying you blew the forecast. It's like, fuck you. And believe it, when I go off on that rant rocket, you're gonna see why. Because, I mean, let's see, Mike, you are not around when I showed that. Did I show that thing to you? No, I didn't show it to you. Okay. Yeah, because I need to find that thing that James Spann had posted back on Sunday. Oh, believe it or not, we have a risk for frost and freeze on Thursday night here. But then again, we're usually supposed to get 1, maybe 2 more cold snaps before Easter. So.
Oh, sorry about that. Tim just left
Okay.
again.
Okay,
He had
that's
to grab
fine.
something. Took off. Oh, Tim.
Yeah. Meanwhile, a lot of people are not happy with Max right now because they decided to get rid of the entire Looney Tunes library.
I heard about that.
It's like, what the hell?
Right.
Like, seriously, what the hell? I think I'll dive into that one first because it's like, are you kidding me? Alright, so I'm going to do this one here. So, original Looney Tunes is no longer available on Max. This was posted yesterday via Deadline. So, okay, get out of here. Alright, so, the original Looney Tunes animated shorts, which ran during the golden age of animation from 1930 to 1969, have been scrubbed by Warner Brothers Discovery-owned Max. Deadline confirmed with a representative that the original shorts are no longer on Max. This is part of a new plan whereby the streamer will prioritize adult and family programming. Children's programming such as Looney Tunes and Sesame Street before it doesn't fare as well and is no longer viewed as a priority. Wow. Other spin-off versions of Looney Tunes remain on the service, including 6 seasons of 2020's Looney Tunes cartoons, 2 seasons of 2015's New Looney Tunes, the 3rd season and some episodes from Season 1 are not available, 2 seasons of 2002's Baby Looney Tunes, 2021's 4-episode scripted podcast Looney Tunes Presents Bugs and Daffy's Thanksgiving Road Trip, 2 seasons of 2023's Tiny Toons Looniversity and its corresponding 42-minute Tiny Toons Looniversity Spring Break Special, though its winter spinoff is not streaming, 5 seasons of 1995's Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries, and 2 seasons of 2022's Bugs Bunny Builders. Say all that 5 times fast. Don't. Alright, anyway. This marks a departure from previous maneuvers.
You're muted, Jan.
Yeah, you're muted.
And also, don't talk with your mouth full.
Mm-hmm.
What did I miss?
Oh, we're just talking about Looney Tunes being removed from Max. Let's see. This marks a departure from previous maneuvers. In 2023, Max clarified that the classic cartoon was not leaving the platform after an erroneous list of titles being removed in December, included the program on it. Looney Tunes was included in error as a title leaving the platform. This is not the case, and the show will continue streaming on Max, a statement read at the time. The decision is not a surprising one, as children's animation has long seen a steady decline. Last year, the parent company shuttered Cartoon Network's website just a week after its Boomerang streaming service, which aired mostly classic cartoons for the Warner Brothers animation library, shut down. The move to scrub Looney Tunes from Max comes amid the March 14th release of The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes story, the first fully animated feature-length project receiving a theatrical opening in the franchise. That movie was originally greenlit for Max. However, when Warner Brothers Discovery took over, the straight-to-streaming movie wasn't deemed a priority and sold to Ketchup Entertainment out of the American film market. Yes, there's a thing called Ketchup Entertainment. Where's the mustard? Alright. Anyway, the previous David Zaslav-led administration at Warner Brothers also made the Looney Tunes feature film Coyote vs. Acme. The movie was shelved by the current WBD administration as it was deemed too costly to release, with the pic's $70 million production cost getting a write-off from the corporation. How dumb can you get?
What's going to be next?
I don't know, but I may actually end up giving up Max completely. I don't care if Teen Titans are on there.
You could get them on Blu-ray, can't you?
Yeah, they do. But it's like, are you kidding me? I mean, after all, Universal Kids got shelved not too long ago.
Uh-huh.
So, excuse me, sorry. Yeah.
It all boils down to this.
Yeah, exactly. Money, and money. Now, couple things I want to tell you. Frodo and I used to do political catch-up. Frodo right now has several family members with health issues. One, unfortunately, has passed away. Now, I'm not going to go any further into detail because that's not my business. But needless to say, political catch-up for the time being is on hiatus. Because I'd rather make sure he's at 100% before he's ready to do it. It could be a couple weeks, it could be a couple months. It just depends. But I'm not the type of person, like, I don't think I could do this one by myself. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, political catch-up will be on pause. And we are going to try Rotten Apples again. on Friday.
Rotten Apples came out good when we played it Saturday.
Yeah, it did. But I should, like I said, at least I've taken out probably some of the most offensive cards out of it, because I still remember that one I had involving Nazis. Like, I can't have this.
How about the one I played
Yeah, I know.
that I gave you the heads up about?
Mm-hmm.
You missed that one.
Yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, that's the story of what happened. We couldn't do a show Friday because Mike had severe weather, and then I had severe weather Saturday. But like I said, I'm glad. All I had was a severe thunderstorm warning, no damage. I'm grateful for that, but I'm not going to take away from all those places that did get damaged. And that's why I'm going into this Supernova Rant Rocket tonight, because there are idiots out there saying, hey, we didn't get the tornado. You blew the forecast. And it's like, oh yeah? I think it's time to go off. So time for my Supernova Rant Rocket. It's a good thing I have it nice and short. Alright, so what happened was on Sunday, James Spann was saying, good morning after all the bad weather we suffered down here. And let me see if I could find. Give me a chance here. It's here somewhere. Oh, I can look it up. Because James Spann had posted something. Now, if you don't know who James Spann is, he is the chief meteorologist of ABC 3340 in Birmingham. Now, a lot of people didn't know who he was until April 27th, 2011. Alright, so, okay, I found, there we go.
Is that when the derecho hit Iowa?
No, that's 2020.
Yeah, August 10th, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Give me a chance to find it. Let's see. Keep going. Yeah, bear with me, folks. I do apologize for this.
Oh.
That's when he said good morning. Sorry, folks. It's taking a little longer than I thought. Okay. I can't seem to find it. Okay.
Well,
I'll find. Oh, found it. There it is. Okay. So, yesterday at 6:30 in the morning, James Spann said, good morning to everyone except this guy. Now, the guy's name is blurred out, picture and all. But this is what the guy put on X. Good call this weekend, Spann. Birmingham got a light drizzle and you acted like we were going to get fucking nuked. Okay. Now, I posted something over at Threads tonight. And we'll see if I can find it real quick, because I know it's here. Okay, yeah. This is what I posted. And it took 3 threads to do this. So, I made it through Saturday night in Montgomery with only a severe thunderstorm warning, heavy rain, and strong winds, leading to a bunch of pine cones around the backyard. Although I was blessed not to lose power or suffer damage, that doesn't take away from the damage done to several areas in Alabama. Plantersville, Sipsey, Calera, Banks, Troy, and Talladega were all hit hard. 3 Alabamians lost their lives in the tornadoes. And some idiots have the gall to say, I didn't see a tornado, you blew the forecast. No. The meteorologist did not blow the forecast. The entire state of Alabama was in a moderate risk zone, with some parts in the high risk zone. This was predicted nearly a full week in advance. The one thing these idiots forgot about is the unpredictability of tornadoes. because James Fan, Josh Johnson, and the National Weather Service office in Birmingham all said not everyone will see a tornado. Those zones were there to make sure we were aware of what was going on and be ready. Because I'm not going to lie on this. The hottest selling item during the whole week in the state of Alabama was the NOAA weather radio. They were very, very hard to find.
Yeah. You want to know something? I have another saying. I'd rather have it and not need it
Mm-hmm.
than I had need it and
And
not
not
have
have
it.
it. Exactly.
That even boils down to the forecasts, like what James Spann, Josh Johnson, and all the other
Mm-hmm.
forecasters in several states.
Yeah.
There was Mississippi, Louisiana,
Arkansas,
Montgomery,
Missouri, they all suffered damage.
even
And
Georgia.
yep.
Even Georgia.
And we
They
also
had a severe storm heading straight towards Atlanta.
yeah, and there was even unfortunately in North Carolina, strong winds knocked a tree into a mobile home, and unfortunately it killed an 11-year-old and a 13-year-old.
Ah,
Yeah. But here's what I said at the end. For those who didn't get anything, be thankful nothing happened, but don't forget those who did suffer damage and loss of life. If any idiot says they blew it because he didn't see a tornado, I dare him to go to any of those places I mentioned earlier. That'll get him to be quiet.
Or how about the guy who said he wished he could have seen a tornado so he could go chase it?
Mm-hmm.
That was another post, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hey, Frodo's in the chat.
Hi,
Hey,
Frodo.
welcome.
But yeah, I mean, it's gotten so out of hand. First meteorologists say, "Don't interrupt my TV," you know.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
dear.
Yeah.
I don't mind the fucking interruptions.
Neither do
I wouldn't
I.
mind the fucking interruptions for something like that.
Neither do
Exactly.
I.
Exactly. Like you guys have a bunch of streaming services that you can watch if you don't like interruptions.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what if your power goes out? And then you'll wonder why.
Yeah. There you go.
Dumbasses.
Yep.
It's like I told Shirley earlier, those guys who are complaining to the weather forecasters,
Mm-hmm.
when God gave out the brains, he left out a few brain cells.
Yeah. That's probably a good point. But you know, I've always said this. I don't care if it's the Iron Bowl. If they have to interrupt the game for severe weather, I'll do one of two things: go online or catch the highlights later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because
and honestly, I just gotta say this. A lot of weather people like myself, if we make predictions, we actually are happy when our predictions are wrong to the lower extent.
yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
We don't the reason we do this, the reason we do the storm spotting, the reason that chasers chase, the reason why meteorologists do what they do, the reason why anyone associated with weather does any of the shit that they do is to keep the fucking public safe.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact of the matter is, okay, I made a prediction that we could have had upwards of 150, 105 mile per hour winds on Friday. We did not. Thank God. Could it have been our storms that we had run through Iowa could have been far, far, far worse. We were lucky that they were just as strong as they were.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact of the matter is, a lot of people think that, oh, if the weather person is wrong, they overreacted.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. We're not overreacting. We're trying to read the kinematics and the changes in the atmosphere. The problem that you don't see is that to be precise on predictions is very difficult. To be precise means that you have some kind of future sight. And I'm going to tell you right now, I made a prediction that it would be a pretty bad storm for Iowa because the kinematics were saying that it was going to be pretty bad. Okay? I'm fucking glad.
What are kinematics?
Kinematics are like the ingredients of a storm.
Mm-hmm.
So think about it like this. To create a good thunderstorm, you need three main things. You need instability in the atmosphere. What that means is wind shear. So at different levels of the atmosphere, winds will go different directions. That produces circulation, which produces a cyclone effect.
Mm-hmm.
We also need an abundance of moisture, lots and lots and lots of moisture.
Mm-hmm.
And you need a cool rushing in to mix with that warm, moist air to produce the clouds to produce the storm.
Yeah, and let me put it this way. Saturday during the day we had sunshine. Normally this would be great, but on Saturday the sun was practically our worst enemy.
Exactly. And that's the problem that a lot of people don't realize is that, sun is a great thing. It is amazing for our plants and everything. But when you have all the ingredients together to produce a severe thunderstorm, it's going to get bad.
Mm-hmm.
Very likely. But the thing is, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, while we did have tornadoes in Illinois, it was luckily the southern part of Illinois. We had tornadoes south of in Missouri as well.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, our ingredients were just a little too on the cold side to allow for tornado formation in Iowa. Thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
Now, could a tornado have dropped? Yeah. It would have been goddamn weak, but it could have dropped. The fact of the matter is that we, as people who do weather, myself, Shirley, and Mike, especially since we're all spotters, we don't go into these storms hoping that it gets bad.
Mm-hmm.
We go into these storms hoping we're wrong, hoping we are incorrect, because if we're not wrong, lives end.
Mm-hmm.
If we are wrong, lives are saved.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally that black and white. It literally is. Am I wrong, Shirley?
Nope.
Okay. And I hate it. Hate it. When people act like, oh, I'm more important than no, you're not more important than anyone else, you son of a bitch, whoever you are. The fact that there are storms around you and you're not getting affected doesn't mean that you're right and everyone else is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
What it means is you better kiss your ass, because guess what? You got fucking lucky, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry to say it that way, but it's absolutely true.
Yeah.
The reason you got missed was because you were lucky.
Yep. And let's see. Now, this is like a little thing that meteorologist Jacob Dickey had captured. And let's see. Now, I'm not going to put names, so I'm going to say person 1 and person 2 and 3. Person 1 says, oh, yuck, we just got power back from Friday's half 1. Person 2, I highly doubt this. Last week's was a big 0. Rain, sure, a few clouds of thunder, and that was it. Person 3, I don't think Neoga has the same opinion on last week's storm since their kids can't go to school this week. But hey, at least it was nothing for you personally. Back to person 2. Oh dear, just don't even. I'm talking, obviously, to anyone with 2 brain cells to rub together about my area since it's where I fucking live. But hey, you do you, boo. Be that ignoramus.
Whoa.
And I'm gonna say
Sounds like
this.
it's not just between weathermen, it's between posters too.
Yeah, between
It
people.
is. And I'm gonna say this to the posters in that because I need to say it. I don't give a shit if none of the storms hit you. I don't give a shit if you count yourself lucky. You know what? As long as and I said this in my I'm gonna actually go into my AST group, which surely you know what AST stands for.
Yeah.
Amateur Storm Trackers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to look in there for something that I said, because I said something really big.
Yeah.
And let you guys go ahead and talk for a minute. But
Okay. Yeah, it's just I had also posted something when from Josh Johnson. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Here's what Josh Johnson said earlier today. Being mad when you aren't hit by a tornado might top the long list of things I'll never understand. What's the best response? Sorry, better luck next time? This is my answer. I remember you clearly saying not everyone will see a tornado during the event. Just because I didn't get one doesn't take away from those locations that did suffer serious damage. Maybe the next best comeback could be, just because you didn't get a tornado doesn't mean others weren't affected. Be fortunate and also pray for those hit hard.
Bingo.
okay, so here's what I said in our group, in the group that I'm talking about. One person called the storm event on, I think this is on Friday. No, it's on Saturday, a bust.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the leaders of the group said, "Don't ever call a bus till the end of the event." And I'm like, hell, even after it's over, I would never call a weather event a bust. Even if one tree was knocked down, it was not a bust. We are here to keep people safe, not to circle jerk each other for our collective knowledge of weather. And I said, as I mentioned yesterday this is the next day, can we please stop with the bus BS after or during weather events? If even one family if even one family is affected by bad weather, whether it be a tree goes down or a bunch of family members were killed, anything that does happen is not a bust to someone. I'm so sick and fucking tired. That's another thing that we can say right now. I am so sick and fucking tired of people that call weather events busts when people were injured or houses were relocated or a tree went down and crushed a family member. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
As long as someone's fucking life got affected by a storm, guess what?
It's not a
fucking
bust.
bust.
Go ahead and finish, Frodo. I can wait.
I'm just doing a little bit of a rant here because it pisses me
Okay.
off, you know?
Well, my weather event wasn't tornadoes, it was blizzard conditions up north that caused a multi-car pileup on ice. Oh, what's the name of that road we took to
I-17?
Winslow?
No, I-44.
Yeah.
I-44. No, I-40.
I-40.
I-40. 40. 44 is not in Arizona.
There was a multi-car pileup on I-40. People were stuck on the highway for over 8 hours, and people were griping. Why didn't they get the street open soon? You know, it's the same thing, only with snow instead of wind.
And the
I
catch is
hope
these.
I'm not.
No, you're fine.
I hope I'm not offending by comparing the two.
No, because
No, weather events that affect people. It doesn't matter how they affect people. As far as I'm concerned, as long as one person gets affected by negative weather, guess what? It's not a fucking bust.
No.
It's not a fucking And honestly, it's not a fucking competition.
No.
It really isn't, and it needs to stop. I'm sorry to say. But fuck that.
Yeah.
Weather spotters, our job is to uh keep an eye on the weather and give the weathermen in the National Weather Service good information.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is the problem is who you know whenever I'm right about something, whether it be a fucking hurricane location or whatever, I don't say that shit to hype up these storms. That's not my fucking job.
No,
I'm not
you don't go saying, let's say the hurricane hits Louisiana, right? You call it. You would say you won't go saying, I called it. You wouldn't do that.
Well, I mean, I do say that, but not in the way you're thinking.
Yeah.
I'm happy that I called it right, because my statement might have just saved a bunch of lives.
Let's see.
It's not about patting myself on the back that I got something right.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the fact that, people may have gotten the information from me. I don't care if they got the information from me, to be blunt,
Mm-hmm.
but if they fucking got protected from whatever came because of a weather person, good.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking great.
Yeah. And Sanjay said in the chat, remember Superstorm Sandy? Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think that was that was before I started, but
yeah.
Still, the fact of the matter is, I was like, Jesus, it could have been so much worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You could have so many people dead from different things.
Exactly.
And storms, even if they don't affect you,
mm-hmm.
that's one of the biggest problems with America these days.
Yeah.
Is that everyone's so fucking selfish. I'm sorry to say it like that, but
entitled as well.
Yep.
Entitled, selfish, self-important bullshit. I'm sorry, but it pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I had to come in for that because I just wanted to let loose a little bit.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Well, so for the people listening, I've had a horrible couple of months. And I mean horrible. So I just want everyone to know that, me coming here and letting loose a little bit helps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's therapeutical. But I swear, all these idiots saying, I didn't see a tornado in blue forecast, or, hey, don't interrupt my season finale.
Well, you know what? As far as the fucking season finales are concerned, you can catch them in damn summer reruns.
Or online. Because, what was it? Now, I'm going to say this right now. The good thing about having the severe weather on Saturday night, everything was in reruns. So,
amen.
So, nothing to worry about there. Let's see. Now, I went off on this. I was just pissed off because people are saying, "Hey, we didn't see a tornado." The fact of the matter is, not everyone was going to see a tornado, but the zones were all there to keep us aware and be ready for it. I mean, I was all set. My phone was fully charged. My laptop was fully charged. My flashlight lantern was fully charged. Yes, I have one of those.
You had your helmet. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah, got my 2 helmets that I bought for $10 at a yard sale. That's right. You want head protection. You do not need to go buy the latest greatest helmet for $100. So
Anyway, I am just grateful. When I talked to you Sunday morning,
oh my god.
yesterday morning,
Yeah.
you were so relieved.
Yes, I was, because when Janet called me Saturday morning, I will not lie, I was terrified. My weather
You were
nerves.
shit. Yeah, my favorite expression is you were so nervous you were shitting kittens.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, my weather nerves had not been that high in years. I mean, honestly, not even going to see Who's Line live on Thursday and playing kickball with some of the guys from work on Friday, it helped a little bit. But then came Saturday, it's like, God, my nerves are up. And as soon as I saw the sun, I was like, oh shit. That's not what we need.
Yeah, but you survived it again.
Yeah. But like I said, you see, the thing is, um, Calera got hit hard. Sipsy got hit hard. Plantersville, 2 people were killed. Um, yeah, Saja said, I'd rather not see a tornado in my city. Yeah, there has been a tornado. There have been tornadoes in New York City. So, and Los Angeles.
Yeah, look at what happened in Washington, D.C.
Yep.
Didn't they have a tornado that people had to seek refuge in one of the monuments there?
Yes, because
Or
I
is that a
believe
recreation on
no, no, no.
YouTube?
It was like 2 weeks. It was just 2 weeks after 9/11. Less than 2 weeks after 9/11, I believe it was when now this was before the EF system. This was back in 2001. I believe it was like either F3 or F4 tornado that struck La Plata, Maryland.
So I wasn't mistaken.
No.
I
Now you
wasn't
might now you
mistaken
may have
there.
seen something on the Weather Channel where they're saying, it could be an even bigger tornado hitting Washington D.C. That's possible too. So, of course they
Well,
do.
and like I alluded to earlier, people, this is the kind of reason why we still need the fucking National Weather Service.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? The National Weather Service isn't some fucking goddamn, what do you want to call it?
Pile of amateurs.
Biased organization. The National Weather Service, straight up, is what keeps people's lives safe.
Mm-hmm.
You know
I'm
what
not
I'm
kidding
thinking?
when I say.
You know what I'm
Go ahead.
thinking? Okay, they got rid of the hurricane spotters.
Hurricane
There's
hunters.
going to be a lot of shit happening when hurricane season starts.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the other aspect that I think everyone needs to understand. Okay. One of the things that was said in the Project 2025 book, and I know I'm going a little political, I'm sorry, but we need to for this.
Okay.
One of the things that the framers of Project 2025 claimed was that the National Weather Service, quote, furthers the advancement of the quote unquote, and I'm saying it this way for a reason, just trust me, climate change hoax. The problem is, it's not a hoax. Since we've been on this planet, we've been altering the climate. Since the Industrial Revolution, we've massively altered the planet. We, like was said in The Matrix, human beings are like a virus. Everywhere we go, we do not go for the balance between us and the world. We go for complete fucking domination. Okay, we dominate the area. That's not a fucking lie. That's not a fucking joke. It's true. Look at every area we've ever fucking entered into new. Look at it.
Look at the polar bears. They're running out
Yeah.
of icebergs to hunt on. You know, climate change is real. I don't care what those assholes, the anti-planet climate change people do.
But I'm just saying, okay? Not to be rude to anyone else, but it's just that the we've been altering the climate from day one. We've been in existence. We've been altering the climate to make it more hospitable to human life. And I'm sorry, but anyone that has a fucking problem with that truth, anybody, y'all need to fucking shut up. Because guess what? It's just a fact. It's just a fact.
Yeah, but I remember one time.
I'm sorry, but it's true.
Yeah, I remember one time when Tiger Woods was playing. I think it was the Masters in Augusta at the time, and TV station in Atlanta had to interrupt because of a tornado warning. Let's just say they got they got mad at the oh my god,
Officials.
yes, they got mad at the officials.
I'm gonna be honest. If I am at home, even in the future when I
Oh, it's there's
even
Chloe Tail in the chat. Hello, Chloe.
Hey, Chloe, welcome in.
Hi, Chloe.
what's up, trouble? Anyway, like I was saying, if someone wants to disrespect a meteorologist in my house, they can get fucking kicked out. Because I'm sorry, but in my home, we respect the people who take time out of their fucking lives to keep human beings safe.
Yeah, I mean,
What do you guys think?
I mean, okay. Let me put it this way. Remember when Trump had that speech? Now, I'm not talking about politics here. Okay, Trump had a speech. We had the severe weather threat that night here, and they did not interrupt the speech on the main network. Now they have a couple backup networks, so. But I guess they did not want to really interrupt, the speech. But I can understand why. Of course, I don't like the guy, but they fortunately they did have a backup with a couple other stations, like I think it was 12.2, that was doing the weather, because of course Trump's speech lasted way too long, and I was thinking, where's the 10 o'clock news here?
So I'm looking around to see if I can find any final notices, final how much strength of the tornado.
Well, we've got several of our reports here in Alabama already. So
go ahead then, sure.
Okay, let me go find it again. But National Weather Service has gone out. And speaking of the National Weather Service, the Birmingham office, which is actually located in Calera, they actually had to take cover Saturday night, their break room / safe room. So, okay. Give me just a second here.
Oh, but I would hate to think what our weather's going to be like 50 years from now,
Oh, I know.
Well,
especially
what
if
really
yeah. You know what? The global warming is real. Every summer here in Arizona, we go from winter to summer. We don't like we didn't even have a spring hardly this year.
Yeah. Okay.
Know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Here's what's got so far. They have surveyed 7 tornadoes. 7 of the 16 suspected areas of damage. Plantersville tornado was EF3. That was the one that killed 2. Based on damage. Tornadoes in Talladega and Tallapoosa counties were EF2. And I know they've got some more because there was one southeast. Okay. Oh, here's me. Yeah, let's see. Got the town. Oh yeah, the EF2 in Winterboro in Talladega County. That was the one that one killed the third Alabamian and two had the bus crash. That had the bus land on the roof at the high school.
I saw that. Jesus.
Yeah, it's like this is why you take these things serious. But all I gotta say is thank God it was Saturday night. Nobody was on the bus. Nobody was in the school.
I'm kidding.
That is a huge blessing. Yeah, EF1 between Montebello and Calera in Shelby County. Of course, the office had to take cover, but their break room is their safe room, so they was able to snack away. And I mean, I saw a picture. I think it was Thursday. The office was empty, but they said they were going to gear up for a They were going to gear up for what was going to be an active weekend. And boy, I mean, they were in active mode all weekend. It's like, thank you so much.
You know, I still say they made a big mistake grounding the hurricane hunter planes.
I know.
I
They
agree with
may.
you.
I'm not saying they will, but after the first big hurricane of the season,
Mm-hmm.
maybe they'll reinstate them.
Yeah.
I'm wishing.
Here's I'm gonna counter you. I'm gonna say this: the amount of information we get from the hurricane hunters is instrumental to our understanding how these storms work.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we know that a single nuke won't dissipate a hurricane. It would take over 700 detonating one after the other to dissipate a hurricane.
Yeah.
That's not a joke. You know what would happen if we launched 700 nukes to destroy a hurricane?
And destroy us.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow.
So that's kind of out of the question.
Yeah. But wow. I mean, I'm just taking a look at the picture of that bus that landed on the side, but on the roof of the first floor of the high school. That was just crazy. But thank God it was Saturday night and nobody was there. But
Thank God. Somebody was looking after the people.
uh-huh. But I mean, I was looking at like the what was it the Storm Prediction Center. Look at the warning map and all, and I was seeing things like confirmed large, extremely dangerous tornado on the ground. It's like, oh shit. And like I said,
Hold on, I just found something.
oh yeah, what is it?
It's a Wikipedia article for the tornado outbreak.
Mm-hmm.
We had 65 plus tornadoes. The maximum so far is in Diaz, Arkansas,
Mm-hmm.
with an EF4 rating.
Yeah, I've read about that.
The highest gust was non-tornadic 95-mile-per-hour wind in San Augustine Pass. And then the largest hail was 2.75 inches in 3 different locations in Missouri, Kentucky, and Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
the maximum snow or snowfall or ice accumulation with this storm was 32 inches near Bear Valley, California. The lowest pressure of this storm was 895 millibars, which is equivalent to 28.79 inches of mercury. Now, 975 millibars is very, very close to the amount to the depression in the atmosphere that an EF1 bordering on an EF2, not EF, Cat 1 bordering on a Cat 2 hurricane makes in the atmosphere. So this was essentially, for lack of a better term, a hurricane. So yeah, I mean, people think that we're kidding when we say that this shit was crazy. We're not. The breakdown of the tornadoes, we had 65 plus total. 7 EF0s, 25 EF1s, 24 EF2s, 8 EF3s, and 3 EF4s. And for those that are interested in where I'm getting this information, it is right here.
Excuse me, sorry.
I just posted it in the chat room, but I'm also going to post it here for us. But yeah, it has officially been titled a hurricane outbreak. I mean, not hurricane, tornado outbreak.
Yeah, don't worry, it's late.
So yes, we had a major system. Our first EF4 tornado, in fact, was in Stone and Izard County, Arkansas. It was it was in Jumbo, Arkansas. So that was the first EF4. There is a tornado from Missouri, Reynolds, Wayne, Iron, and Madison County. They're still doing research on it, but it is listed as an EF3 plus, so it's possible to go higher. As for if we have any EF4 pluses, not yet, but if something happens, we'll let you know if it goes up.
Yeah, Craig said hurricanes are no joke. True.
No kidding.
Truth.
Hey, hey, Craig. Instead of having the hurricane hunters, how would you like to be the United States' hurricane hunter? We'll just launch you into orbit so that we can get you up there.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. Changing the subject, we're almost out of time, but I'll tell you this. I hope you have filled out your brackets, because, of course, the selection show was yesterday.
I'll be right back.
Okay. But yeah,
Sorry, I had to tease you, Craig.
Yeah, the teams have all been put in place. Of course, the first 4 is tomorrow and Wednesday in Dayton. And, let's see. Alabama State, I've got 4 teams in the state of Alabama in there. Auburn is the number 1 seed in the South and number 1 overall seed. But I'm not going to lie. If Auburn keeps playing poorly like they have in the last few games, I wouldn't be surprised if they're out by the end of the first round. And Alabama, same problem. Because in the SEC championship game, that tournament game, they lost by 22. Yeah. So it's like, they better get their act together or they could be out in the first round. Now, Alabama State is in there, and also Troy is in there. Troy University made it. So.
So'd your mama.
Yeah, so Troy.
I'm back.
So Auburn, Alabama, Alabama State, and Troy are all in the big dance. Janet, Arizona's in the big dance. I believe both Iowa and
Oh, now wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are we talking Sun Devils or Wildcats?
University of Wildcats.
Okay, that's U of A.
Yeah. And then I think both Iowa and Iowa State made it. I think.
I think Iowa men are out. I don't know about Iowa women, and I know Iowa State is in from what.
Yeah, Iowa State is in.
Yeah, Tim was telling me that Iowa State, but Iowa is not.
Okay. All right, I wasn't sure about Iowa because I knew Iowa State was in. But folks, I'm going to tell you why I love March Madness. It's totally unpredictable. I love it when because I still remember it was 2 years ago when San Diego State and Florida Atlantic fought to get into the national championship game. It's like, where did these two teams come from? And San Diego State happened to be the team that knocked out Alabama that year. But I wasn't mad. But I love the fact you've got crazy upsets, the wild buzzer beaters. This is why I love it. So,
Excuse me.
let's see. Chloe said, I felt that tornado as an Arkansas girl. Oh, yeah.
Well, we, believe it or not, Arizona does get tornadoes, but we are lucky that when they do touch down, they usually touch down in the deserts. So they don't get near inhabited spaces like the ones.
Truthfully, all 50 states have had tornadoes. So.
It just depends on rarity.
Exactly.
Some are more rare than others.
Yep, exactly.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Did you hear that they released a new Pokemon set at Cooley?
Is it the hot air arena?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ash and I are gonna look into it soon.
All right. So anyway, here's our plan for the rest of the week. Frodo, do you still want to keep political catch-up on pause?
I can't stay hidden. So if you are up for it, I can be up for it.
All right. Want to do it tomorrow for sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. Political catch-up. We'll be back.
I want to say to the people who listen, I'm sorry for being a little bit less visible the last week or so. Last week was a bitch for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I told him what was going on. Not went into too much detail because that is not my place.
Well, I'm gonna put a little bit more detail into it. My grandmother on my other side of the family, from the one that was in the hospital, has officially passed away. So I'm down to one grandparent left.
Frodo, I did it before and I'll do it again. Here's to you.
I know. But I just figured I'd say it,
Yeah.
That way it's...
Yeah.
Hey, Craig, are you still gonna do what I said? We'll launch you into a hurricane and you can be the one checking and viewing the hurricane from the inside?
But yeah, all right then. Political catch-up, we'll be back.
I'm gonna bounce.
Okay.
Night, Frodo.
Night. All right, anyway, we'll have political catch-up back on tomorrow. Good, that means we can add more to our NOAA NWS situation. And then Thursday, I will be streaming Pac-Man, and don't worry, the Christmas music is out.
Thank you.
Because
I remember thinking, when I listened to it before, I go, wait a minute, surely it's quite a few months early with the goddamn Christmas music.
Yeah, no, I heard the replay. I saw the replay, like, oh shit, I forgot to take the Christmas music off. But yes, I can happily say there is no Christmas music in this time, so I will double and triple check that myself. And then Friday we're gonna try Rotten Apples again, since first time I think I was having issues, and then second time of course we had the severe weather threat. So we're gonna try it again. So
Robbie had issues on Rotten Apples when she tried to play.
yeah. All right. So anyway, that's basically our plan for this week. So we're getting into a full week again, and let's see. Next Monday Night Raw will be on the afternoon because of the European tour. Yeah, that's right. For those of you who watch Monday Night Raw on Netflix, it's going to be on live in the afternoon, not the evening, because they're in Europe right now. In fact, and thank goodness they already had the replay of it on Netflix, so Mom was able to watch the whole thing. Yeah, I said, Mom, I'm telling you, if you want to see it live, you'll have to turn it on at 3 instead of 7.
Oh boy, people will still be at work or getting ready to leave work at
Yeah.
3.
Well, thank goodness Netflix will put it on replay, so it's not like you're gonna lose anything. So that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, I'm going to play the ending. So bear with me, growl.
So, Remora.
All right. So with that in mind, I'm going to say love, peace, and chicken grease. Everyone have a great night. Sleep well. Stay safe. And Frodo and I will see you tomorrow for Political Catch-Up. I'll see you on Thursday for Pac-Man. And we'll be back Friday for Rotten Apples. So, peace.
Bye, everyone.
Take care, everybody.